everyone, it's Cheryl from My Well-Rounded Life. I'm doing a quick little intro to the video that I recorded 2 days ago because I had a little update. Instead of adding it to the end, I just thought I'd add it to the front. The video you're about to see is not like an update to my weight or diet or anything like that. It's more of a life update. It's what's been going on in my life in September. So, just so you're aware that this is not a weight loss update. But I wanted to tell you, I forgot to weigh myself all month long. On the 1st of September, I weighed 257.6, and I weighed myself yesterday, and I am 253 even. Now, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 4.5 pounds in this month. It's not quite over yet, but I've had some good meals. I have cut back. I've been trying not to eat as much every night. There have been some nights where I didn't eat at all, praise the Lord. You know, after that set time. Traffic. I know somewhere in the video I said that I hadn't weighed myself all month. And that was the day before yesterday, so I thought of it yesterday and I got up on the scale. I guess I'll show you here. That was yesterday. And I feel good that those 4 pounds are gone. It's probably a lot of water. I have been drinking a lot. Making myself drink a lot, you know. So that's that. And then what other update? Last night, about an hour and a half before church started Wednesday evening, my pastor's wife was in a car accident. She was on her way to Starbucks to meet my mother because they meet for coffee before Wednesday night church every other week. And a guy pulled out in front of her and she T-boned him. He was in a white pickup and he rolled. The front of her car is just gone, you know. But she's okay. She was released within a few hours. She's bruised up and sore, but she's going to be fine, praise the Lord. And she said today that the man in the truck also escaped any serious injuries. So that's wonderful. So anyway, there's another update. It's like, and I knew she was, when I heard that she was in an accident, the church sends a call to everybody, you know. I was like, oh my gosh, was she with my mother? Because I knew it was time for them to be together. My mother was already at Starbucks waiting for her. So, anyway, it was just a little more stress. So needless to say, this September has been quite stressful. And I know there was something else I wanted to mention too. The weight, Sister Michelle. Can I turn? So much traffic. I'm on my way to the doctor's. I had blood work last week. So now I'm going to go over the blood work with her. And my A1C is through the roof. I already know, they called me about it yesterday. I'm like, yes, I know. So I'm just going to leave you at the beginning of the car vlog that I did 2 days ago. Bye. Hi, it's Cheryl from My Well-Rounded Life. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. It's been a hot minute. And so I thought I would just hop on here and give you some updates on what's been going on. It's been an absolutely horrible month, and I haven't been able to do what I told you I was going to do. I started freestyle again on the 5th of September, and I can't see a thing if anybody's coming. Oop, gotta wait. Sorry, hold on. This is a weird intersection. two parts of it. The two sides don't even have stop signs. They can go if they're turning, but they have to stop if they're not. And it's dangerous. So I would much rather a four-way stop. But anyway, the 5th, I started it, never made it through the first day, never made a blue dot day the whole month, gave up trying during the first week. I'm like, it's not happening. I bought all those groceries, and I've been eating most of them. The bag of kale got thrown away, as most bags of kale do, because I haven't made any of my morning green drinks that I've been wanting to. It just hasn't been working for me, and I don't know when it will. So I can't put a date on it right now as to when I'm going to be trying to get back to it. I've just been entirely too stressed. It's been a very trying month, like I said a couple minutes ago. My friend Kathy, that I used to live next door to, that has the dog named Lucy, well, she had to move out of her apartment. She went to the hospital because she had an infection. She ended up in a nursing home for physical therapy. And during that time, she's not working anymore. She's run out of money. She can't stay in her apartment anymore, so she had to be out by the 5th. So her family came up a couple days before that with a U-Haul and loaded up all the big stuff and took it home, put her vehicle up on a flatbed, took that home, took Lucy home, and gave her to Kathy's sister to live for now. Kathy's family is like 5 hours west of us here in Pennsylvania. And they're looking to get Kathy into one of 2 nursing home facility thingies close to them, but they're still working on it. So she had to be out by the 5th, or else she would have had to pay another month's of rent. So her aunt and uncle came and stayed for days, and I was there for a couple days, and I helped them pack things up. And if you don't recall, or if you're new, Kathy's a hoarder. So it wasn't fun. It wasn't easy. And we did it. We left stuff there that I guess the office just had to throw away. I don't know. Sorry if I seem fidgety, but I didn't use hairspray, so my hair's all over the place because I don't know if I'm going back out today or not. I'll explain that later. So when I got out of the shower and dried my hair, so that I could fix it later without hairspray. And I'm wearing a brand new shirt, and it feels really weird. So anyway, I'm still dealing with Kathy. She's in the nursing home like 2 blocks from here. So she's very close to me. I just left the house. And I still have to take her to doctor's appointments, which is very difficult with her being up. You have to go up the world's slowest elevator to the 3rd floor and sign her out, and then I have to push her in this wheelchair, and she's holding her walker on top of her out, downstairs, and then get her outside and put the wheelchair in the lobby and go and get my car and bring it up and help her in, and then take her wherever, and then bring her back along with the bags of stuff that she decided to purchase at the grocery store, even though they feed her 3 times a day. And the next week do it all over again. And time with Kathy stresses me out terribly. It's very physically difficult for me now because of having to push her on that wheelchair. She's a very heavy woman in a big wide wheelchair. And anyway, am I painting the picture? I'm stressed about this. She's got she's got some surgeries coming up, eye surgery. They want to remove her apron so that she could walk better, and just all kinds of things. And we're still trying to get her to go home, and hopefully, now her aunt and uncle they're in Europe. As soon as she moved, they got her moved out. They went home, got ready, and went to Europe, and they're not coming back until, I don't know, one of the first few days into October. So hopefully when they get home, they can get the ball rolling a little bit better, because they really need to get her closer to family, because she doesn't have anyone here, you know? And I'm stressed. I'm at the end of my rope where Kathy's concerned. I did stop by and visit her yesterday because I was going past, and like the first words out of her mouth were, "Oh, if I knew you were coming, I would have had you bring me creamer because I'm out." Not, "Hey, you know, how are you? Thanks for coming to visit me." And that's the reason why I didn't tell her I was coming, because I knew she would ask me to stop at the store for stuff. She gets creamer there, but she wants her own certain things, and it's like, no, I'm just going to stop in for a quick visit and go home, you know. So anyway, I'm still dealing with her. And my daughter has a friend named Sharon who's also older, 69, and she's been between a hospital and a nursing home for a couple months now, and she ended up in hospice Thursday. Today's Tuesday. And she died yesterday morning in my daughter's arms. My daughter got off work at 6 a.m., ran over to hospice and stayed with her until she died a little after 9:30. Her own daughter, Sharon's daughter, didn't even get there till 10 o'clock. Chrissy kept telling her to get here. You know, she's only breathing 5 times a minute. You better get here. She didn't make it, but she did die. Sharon died in Chrissy's arms, and then Chrissy had to hurry home from that and take a shower and pack her bag and leave to go bury her uncle. My brother-in-law died Thursday morning on the 19th in the wee hours, like around 1 a.m. Just this past Thursday. Today's his funeral. So, yeah, we were dealing with that. My husband called me at 1 a.m. I was still awake, and he asked if my church had prayer chain. If so, okay, that was a close call. If so, please put Rocky, his brother, on it. He's not breathing, and the paramedics are on the way. Okay. 2 minutes later, he calls me back. Rocky's gone. That's it. He's gone. And my husband's devastated, and I'm sitting there like, well, you can't just go to bed after that. What do? I get dressed. My daughter was in work overnight, so she took the ambulance back to the station, grabbed her car, and she was, dismissed for the night. And we both ran up here to my husband's and spent some time with him. He decided to run up there. Rocky lives 2 hours north of where we're from. A red light, and I looked and I was like, oh, nobody's going, I'll just go. And then I realized I can't, because it's red. I'm not paying attention. That's what's wrong. So anyway, he decides to run up there, and so he goes. He asked me to make him some coffee to go, and he got dressed, and my daughter ended up staying. It was around 3 o'clock in the morning then. She stayed the night with Cooper the beagle so that she could take care of him in the morning, potty, breakfast, and then come home. And as soon as she came home in the morning, she had to get ready and go to the hospital for a meeting with a hospice person in Sharon's room with Sharon's daughter. And that's when they found out just how bad Sharon was. She's got end-stage liver disease. They never mentioned anything about it. She had already started turning yellow. Her pee looked like Pepsi. And they're like, yeah, that's end-stage liver disease. Well, she had all these symptoms all these months, and you never did anything to treat her or help her, or, So, yeah, we're going to transfer her to hospice today. So that's how my daughter's day went. It was so bad. Her blood pressure went through the roof when she got to work that afternoon, and they sent her home. You can't be here, And, so first her uncle dies, and then she finds out her best friend, she's like an honorary grandma to Chrissy, and they were extremely close since Chrissy was in high school. They worked together. And she finds out that well, Sharon isn't going home. She's terminal. She's only going to get worse, and she's going to hospice. Because at first they were talking about palliative care. I had never heard of palliative care, and that's just like the stage before hospice, I guess. So she never ended up going into palliative. She went straight from hospital to hospice. And that was a really bad day for Chrissy. She came home. She took some anxiety medication, passed out on the sofa around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and never woke up until 6 o'clock the following morning to get ready to go to work at 7. So, I mean, she was dead to the world out. When I went to bed that night, I just quietly turned everything off and went to bed and just left her there on the sofa, took the dogs and went to bed. So she really needed that. And then, like I said, Sharon died yesterday, and Chrissy had to come home and get ready and go. My son came up from North Carolina the night before, spent some time with me while he was waiting for his dad to get off work. And what else? Oh, yeah, so Chrissy then had to run home from the hospital and get ready and drive up to the Wilkes-Barre area where all the services have been going on. And my husband and son drove up in my husband's truck. And so they did a 3-hour viewing last night. And then this morning at 11, they did the funeral. And Chrissy said she was going to try and leave around 2. It's a little after 2 now. But I stopped here again. I'm at the house. I'm going to go see Cooper. And this is the second time I'm here today. I got up and came early this morning to let him out and feed him. And I was here twice yesterday. I took some video of him. So, what was I saying? I took some video of him yesterday, so I'll attach that here. Come here, say hi. Hiya, Coopy. Hiya, Cooper. Oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a lover. Yes, you are. Oh, you're a good boy. I love you. I love you. Yeah? You good boy? There's nothing in the garbage. Come on, you want to go outside? Come on. We'll go outside now. Ooh, yeah. Let's go outside. Hold on. Okay. Out we go. Uh-oh. Is it raining? Is it raining? No? You're so pretty. He just ate. Of course, he peed before he ate, but we're back outside again to see if he'll do anything else. I'll feel better if he does. You know. Then I can go home and rest for the rest of the evening and come back here like 11 o'clock at night. It's only 5 now. You're so pretty. That's the neighbor's ugly wooden fence and our ugly metal fence, chain link fence. It came with this house. It's all rusted. It's only 3 feet. So my husband had to put this taller stuff up years ago when we got our Murphy. Where you going? Oh, did you find something? What did you find? Oh my, we found something. Oh my goodness, he's such a hound dog. What is it? Who was in your yard? Oh, for heaven's sakes, Cooper. Oh my gosh. I forget what it's like to have a hound dog. I don't miss this part of it. Cooper, Cooper, Cooper. And there's no getting his attention or getting him out of this yard right now. Oh, his nose. Where'd he go? Where did he go? What was it? Was it a squirrel? Oh my goodness. Maybe he's up at the tree. Okay, well, we're going to go now and find out who was in his yard. Yeah, hopefully sooner than later. Bye. He's such a cute beagle, very, very lovey, very all boy, very boy. His ears are like silk. They're so soft. I can't stop touching them. My husband lowered the American flag and tied something black to it, to the end of the pole, to signify a death. It's right here. I'm parked right next to it. I don't think you can see it. You see any flag? Yeah, there it is. Oh, okay. All right, there. Anyway, I'm going to go take care of Cooper and then go home, and it'll be the last time I have to run up to see him. I was here last night for over an hour, between 11 and 12 something, to get him ready for bed, and then I was here by 8 o'clock this morning, and then my husband will be home later, and it'll be all good. So I was the one that stayed home to take care of the dogs. There's 3 dogs between 2 houses, and we don't have people outside of family to take care of the dogs. So someone had to stay here, and my daughter was just bent on going to see her family to bury her uncle. So I didn't hesitate to say I'll stay home, you know. But I you know, if you're a prayer, pray for my daughter. She needs a lot of support right now. She needs a lot of strength, because so much has been happening lately. I worry about her and her health. She's overweight. She's in her 30s. Now she's got the high blood pressure, which it did go down, yes. But she's got anxiety and, you know. So, oh, also my brother-in-law died on the 19th, which is also the same day that his father died, September 19th, so many years ago, of a heart attack, just like my brother-in-law. He was 46 years old. He left behind a wife and 3 adopted daughters, the youngest one only 2. So to say this past week has been stressful is an understatement. And I'm feeling it in every aspect of my life, and I'm not even really thinking about myself right now. I am thinking about the fact that I only have half of a quarter of a tank of gas. So on the way back, I'm going to stop at Sheetz and fill me up so I could go home nice and full and not worry about things. So that's what's been going on, and I think I'll just leave you with all of that wonderful information. So sorry about that, but I did want to give you a life update of what's going on and what hasn't been happening in the wellness area of my life. And now as soon as I can pick up the pieces and try and get things back to normal, then I'll start thinking about myself. I hope that's really soon. My birthday's in a couple weeks. October 16th is my birthday. So a little more than 2 weeks, and I usually get really excited, but I'm just not right now, and I don't have any plans. You know, I guess we'll just go out to dinner. I'm just not really interested in celebrating my birthday like I usually do all month long. I'll be 55. So as of right now, I'm still closer to 50 than I am 60, and that's going to change soon. But anyway, I've got a dog with a full bladder in the house, and I'm going to go. Maybe I can add some more doggy pictures at the end of this. So keep us in your prayers, and until I see you again, be blessed.